Hi, welcome to IAC Videos. Today I want to talk about waiting on God. Waiting on God. What does that mean? What does it mean for us? Well, there are two ways to look at it. Now, you can wait on God and do nothing, or you can wait on God and be proactive and do something. And I want to look at both of those ways. Now, unfortunately, for some of us, we think that waiting on God, once we've given God our request, we've said in prayer to God what we want, we wait on God to do everything. We think that God is going to do everything that needs to be done to make whatever we've requested come true, to bring to us what we need. So for some of us, we sit there and we absolutely do nothing. And that is not the way to go. You see, what we need to be doing is waiting on God, doing something. And I want to use two different analogies. First one I want to look at is a farmer. Now, the farmer can pray, Lord, I want a field of corn. And God would say, well, go and do something. Do something with the gift that I've given you. Do something with the love of farming that I've put into you. Go and do something. You see, God is saying to all of us, go and play your part. But unfortunately, a lot of us think that waiting on God means waiting, doing nothing. But when you know farming, if you've watched a farmer, the first thing that he'll do is that he will then plough the field to get rid of all the weeds, maybe some stones, whatever it is that's underneath the ground. He'll plough the field, and he'll turn over, the field to make it more easier for the seed to be put in. He'll plough it and prepare it ready for the seed. Then the next thing he'll do is that he'll probably put fertilizer over it. Then, when it's ready, he'll plant the seeds. He'll put the seeds in the ground that has been furrowed, which has been ploughed and made ready. Then when he puts the seeds in, he'll cover them over again. Then what he'll do is he'll probably put some more fertilizer over it. That's his part to play. Now, once he's done that, once he's played his part, he's done what was his to do. Now, this is what I want to encourage you with. This is where he relies on God, because now he's played his part. He's done everything that he needs to do. Now he's at the mercy of the elements and the weather. Now, a good farmer will know what to plant and when to plant it, and what grows better in what season. Now, what happens if he's waiting for rain and no rain comes? That's when God says, you've done your part, and there's nothing more that you can do. You've done all that you can. Now watch what I can do, and I'll show you what I can do with the elements. I have, authority over the elements, and God will play his part. Now, even if the rain doesn't come, but the farmer trusts in God, the crop can still rise, because God can do what we can't. So you see, the farmer has to play his part. It's no good him sitting there waiting on God and just saying, well, God, I need corn, I need maize, or whatever it is he wants. And God will say, well, I've given you two hands, I've given you a brain, I've given you a love for farming. I've given you the tools needed to do the job. You go and do what you're supposed to do, and then I'll do what I'm supposed to do. Again, when you look at a pregnant woman, the woman and the husband, she's now pregnant. Now, there is nothing she can do about the birth, i.e., we all know, on average, it takes about 9 months. Now, there's nothing that them two can do but wait for the birth. That's the part that they wait. That's the miracle that God has done. We know the sperm and the egg have come together, and now it's producing a child, a miracle that God has done. Now, the part that they have to play, now they could sit and wait on God to do whatever they want him to do, but God would say, well, go and play your part. Now, any normal husband and wife will, first things first, is they'll go and buy, a crib, a cot, Moses basket, whatever it is they need in preparation for the arrival of the child. The next thing they may do is go into the spare room, take out the furniture, redecorate, paint, decorate, whatever it is they need to do, in preparation for the arrival of the child. You see, the pregnancy will last 9 months. There is nothing they can do about that part. But what they can do, is get things ready, go and buy clothes ready for the baby. Now, if they choose not to know the sex of the child, then they'll buy neutral colour clothes that could fit either boy or a girl. But if they do, they'll buy whatever clothes are necessary for a boy or a girl. But they have to go and do what is their part to play. Now, you might think, well, why are we discussing this? Why am I talking about this? Well, because whatever you've asked God for, now, if it's not happening or it hasn't arrived, it doesn't mean it's not coming. You see, for me, doing these videos is something a few years ago that I've said this on many of my other videos, that I never envisaged doing. But you see, there are times in our life, and this is what I want to encourage you with, that maybe, just maybe, you need to move somewhere else. You need to meet some other people. You need to gain some experience. God has heard your prayer. God is saying, okay, I've heard what you've asked for. Yes, it will come, but I need you to do some things, to learn some things, to meet some people. There are circumstances, places, and things that need to happen in preparation. God is like the pregnant mother and the husband. God is like the farmer. He will prepare the way in preparation for. If you ask your if you ask your boss for promotion, he may well send you to start doing some cleaning and start doing some jobs that are lower than the position that you have, and you think, well, I've asked for promotion. But a good boss will be saying to you, yes, but I'm sending you out to do the jobs that other people, the ones that you're going to have authority over, I'm sending you out to do their jobs, to know what it's like to do their jobs, to know how they think, how they feel, in preparation for when you're going to have authority over them. You can't have authority over people when you haven't got a clue what they do. A good boss will know, and probably have experienced, the people under him, what they've done. So God knows what he's doing. So like I'm saying, maybe, just maybe, that things have, not come. It hasn't happened. And God is saying that there is a time. There is a time and a place. And there are experiences that you need to experience. There are things that you need to grow into. It's like a child. You wouldn't give your keys to a 4-year-old child. After he's about 18, you'd send him out on driving lessons before you handed him the keys to the car. As a sane parent, you know what you're doing, and God is no different. So I just want to encourage you and uplift you. If what you've asked for hasn't come, if what you've been praying for has not materialised yet, don't think for 1 minute God is saying no. What he's doing is preparing the way. Like me, I left where I used to live. I've come over to where I am now. I've met a whole new bunch of friends. I've gone to a new church. I've experienced new things. And, I got this iPhone. Now, because I have the iPhone, now I'm doing these videos. But on the phone that I had before, I wasn't able to do it. You see, maybe there are things that you need to get. Maybe there are things that you need to see. Maybe there are things that you need to learn. There are circumstances, experiences. It's all wrapped up in the package of life. There are things that you can't do on your own. Maybe what you're after, God says you need some other people. You need to meet them yet. Maybe you haven't met them. You will meet them, but you need to go somewhere different. So my word to you today is that, don't sit and do nothing. When you're waiting on God, don't think that you can just wait and do nothing and God will do it all. Wait on God by doing something. Go about your life. Go to places. Maybe join a new club. Join something. Do something. Go somewhere. Meet some new people. And it's in those experiences that you'll meet those people in those places. And they are the people that will turn out to be the ones that God wants you to meet, who will take you to the next level, take you to that next step, teach you what you need to know. So you see, God is not saying no. He's just saying, don't wait on me to do it all. When you've done all that you can do, then I'll do what I can do. But maybe, like I said, there are places you need to go, people you need to meet. Your future, you know, it's happening every day. It's in the circumstances. It's in, you know, each and every day that God is playing out his plans for your life. It's not just, here you go, I'll give it to you straight away. God knows what he's doing. So I hope that's encouraged you and uplifted you. And if it has, you know, subscribe to my channel. Press the button that says subscribe. Subscribe to my channel and watch some of the other videos and be uplifted. But whatever the case, thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and God bless you. And I hopefully will see you soon. Bye-bye now.